Heidi ho, bass people! Welcome to another Bass Shorty. This time I'm gonna talk about modes. I don't want to talk about scales in general because scales means a lot more than just the 7 diatonic scales which are called modes. Scales is like harmonic minor, melodic minor, half tone, whole tone, half tone, chromatic scale, pentatonic scales, all that is scales. So today it's only modes. The good thing is it's only 7 of these. Think of these. We're doing it in C, in the key of C. And the key of C, as you know, has no flats and no sharps. So it only has the 7 natural pitches. And of course, as we played in the key of C, we start on a C, 3rd fret on the A string. And then we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, so that's 7 different tones, 7 different names. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And then we have the C again. Name-wise, it's a repetition of the first one. So, and that's, of course, the first of the 7 diatonic scales, the first of the 7 modes. It's called the Ionian Mode. That's a pretty usual, as we all know it, major scale. And now we don't start on the first note, which was the C, and end on the 8th note, which was the C again, but we do start now on the 2nd note and end on the 9th note. Okay, so that's the D. And we of course play the same pitches as we did before. The only difference is we start somewhere else. So that's D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. Okay? That's the Dorian scale. Next, we start on the E, which is the 3rd note in the C major scale, in the Ionian scale of C. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. That's Phrygian. Now Lydian. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. G, that's Lydian. Now Mixolydian. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Mixolydian. Aeolian. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Locrian. B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And back to Ionian again. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay? As you might have noticed, I use special fingerings for all the 7 scales. And there's 2 very helpful ways to remember the scales and to find out where they are. The first thing is just remember the pitches. It's always the same 7 notes. And they're always in the same running order. It's always A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, it's only these 7, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. First thing, we start on the C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Then we start on the D. Okay, and it's going on like this until you have the 7 scales complete. Another thing is half tone, whole tone steps. For the Ionian mode or the major scale, we have natural half tone steps in between the E and the F and the B and the C. And as I only play these same 7 pitches over and over again, the half tone steps don't change. They're always in between E and F and B and C, okay? As long as we're in the key of C. And that's a good thing to think about while finding your fingerings, while finding your scales on the fretboard, because it's a good thing on the one hand to learn your fretboard, and on the other hand, if you already know your fretboard, to find your fingerings. So if you say we start on the E for the Phrygian scale, you know where the half steps are, E, F, B, C, okay? All the other steps are whole tone steps. So it's E, half tone, F, whole tone, G, whole tone, A, whole tone, B, half tone, C, whole tone, D, whole tone, E again. And from that half tone, whole tone steps, I now got my fingering for the Phrygian scale, which is 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3. And I can have a fingering for all the 7 scales. Of course, they're different. It's 7 different fingerings. For the Ionian scale, it's 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. Dorian, 1, 3, 4, 1, 4. Now you switch your index finger to this position. 1, 2, 4. Phrygian, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3. Lydian, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. Mixolydian, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. Aeolian, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3. Locrian, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3. That's the 7 fingerings of the 7 modes. Of course, to really learn them and to really have them by heart, you have to play them in all different directions. You have to play them up and down in different configurations. So I give you 2 exercises. One is just play, of course you first play every scales up and down, of course you do that, but when you're done with that and you know every scale, you just play one scale up and the next one down, like this. Okay? And when you're here, you're just halfway through the exercise because now you turn around. We played Ionian down, now I play it up again. Locrian down, Aeolian up, Mixolydian down, Lydian up, Phrygian down, Dorian up, Ionian down. And now the exercise is complete, okay? Next thing you might want to practice is not a scale in that order, but you might want to play it kind of like so it's 1, 2, 3, back to 1. Then it's 2, 3, 4, back to 2. Then it's 3, 4, 5, back to 3. 4, 5, 6, back to 4. And so on, and so on, and so on. And of course you can play that in both directions. You can play that up and down, and now combine it with the exercise before. Play one scale up, play the next down, or whatever it is. Just play around with different exercises, play around with interval exercises, play around with directions in which you play the scales, and so on and so forth. You figure that out by yourself. Thanks for watching. See you next week.